Well, this has been a super fun day. We didn't make it very far. I took a wrong turn, and then when I caught up to Jesse, there was a major issue.
Alright guys, got some extra parts. Hopefully we can get this thing dialed in. Another reason we like having an extra car. Jesse here, the Adventure Endeavor. Today we got a travel day. It's me and Lincoln driving the truck, and Melissa and Huddy are in the Jeep. Today we are going from Silverthorne, Colorado to, I believe, Great Sand Dunes National Park or some boondocking spot in that area. I'm gonna try to show you guys a little bit more of like RV life, because I think that's what a lot of you guys like, and I like showing it too, but I also like showing cool towns and all the activities that RV life gets us to, enables. So we are not your average RVers. We typically do not plan out our future stays much more than a week, maybe 2 weeks. And through the course of this summer, we started in Durango, we took a southern route, and then eventually at Buena Vista, we started to go north, and we made it up to Silverthorne. We hung out there for a few weeks, but by that time, you could tell the weather was changing. The colors were changing, there was just a shift, and it was starting to get really cold at nights. So then we had to kind of figure out where we wanted to go from there, and in reality, we ended up literally just backtracking our whole summer, which wasn't a big deal because we moved at such a slow pace. To backtrack almost the whole summer, it was only like a 5 or 6 hour drive. It wasn't that bad.
A few moments later.
Well, this is a first, and this is fun. I decided to pull over because I was waiting for Melissa, and I happened to get out and noticed my wheel bearings smoking. I think I might have a spare, but I got to see if I have a spare and see if I can pull apart and see what's going on here. This is RV life. All right, so this is part of the life. Pretty sure I have the correct wheel bearings here because I had an issue with this wheel bearing back in our hometown a while ago. And I replaced the whole hub, repacked the bearings, and obviously either I'm doing something wrong or maybe my axle is bent. Honestly, I don't know. I think I have the bearings. Only thing is that Melissa has my impact gun, and I'm pretty sure my grease is in there as well. So I'm gonna have to wait for her to catch up. She pulled over because of Hudson. Hopefully I can get this thing changed out. We can be back on the road. It's never fun doing something on the side of the road, but it's a fairly safe area. Leadville is back this way. Twin Lakes is just right up here. So worst case scenario, we go back to Twin Lakes. It's a beautiful spot. RV life. I want to show you guys more of this stuff. What I do want to show you is my Anderson Rapid Jack. This is something that I absolutely love. It's a little tricky when you're on dirt, but you put that thing there, you pull forward, and believe it or not, it'll lift the other tire off the ground so I can access the wheel bearing. I also want to wait for Melissa to get here to watch the kids because it's too dangerous. They'll probably go in the trailer and hang out while I hopefully get this done, but this is for sure going to be a project, and hopefully it didn't seize itself. Obviously, this is not good. When I drove up on the Anderson Jack, I could see the tire just kind of do one of these. Look at this. Alright, so got the wheel off. There's parts everywhere. That's not a good sign. And this is what our hub's looking like. The whole life of our trailer, this is the one I've had issues with. And I don't really know why, but we're going to pull it apart and And hopefully the hub is still good and we don't need a hub, because that's, we'll see. All right guys, so the outer nut is completely seized. So all I have is this guy, and I'm gonna do my best to heat it up because that's what caused it to get seized. Unfortunately, I couldn't take it off immediately. We'll see if the torch will get this sucker unseized. That's all we can do. All right guys, got some extra parts. Hopefully we can get this thing dialed in. Got a castle nut, got a socket, got a blowtorch, some grease. Another reason we like having an extra car is we didn't have to unhitch, which is just saves time, energy, and effort. And I can leave Melissa there with truck and trailer, and if she needs to leave for some reason, if it's an emergency, she can leave. She knows how to drop the trailer. So this nut is completely seized. Game plan is to hit it with some heat, and then we're gonna hit it with the big dog. Hopefully the big dog will get it off after we apply some heat to it. The spindle might be completely screwed, but we'll deal with that after we get this off. We can't do nothing until we get this off. All right guys, I was not able to fix it. The axle is completely toast. So we strapped it up and we're gonna try and milk it to the next town. Luckily it's not too far away. You can see the spindle completely hammered. Couldn't get the nut off. It just marred all up. There's absolutely no way to get everything back on. So I talked to a couple tow shops and they're like, if you can strap the axle up, you should be able to just milk it back to town. So we're gonna go slow, have the Jeep follow, just take our time. It's not too bad. Both rock the hazards, and people will have to just be cautious and go around us. Don't really know what else to do. These are two different towing companies I called, and that's what they recommended because I was so close to town.
Another perk, my wife can follow me, make sure I don't do sketchy stuff, aka towing with 3 tires.
So fun times. We made it about a mile down the road, and we pulled into like a turnout to let a bunch of people pass, and a cop stopped us. So now she's giving us an escort to the closest camping area, which is like another literally mile down the road. Yeah, we were impeding traffic too much. We were just too sketched out to go any faster. But yeah, so. Well, this has been a super fun day. We didn't make it very far. I took a wrong turn, and then when I caught up to Jesse, there was a major issue.
The tire was flying off. People's heads are flying off.
He tried to fix it, couldn't fix it.
I'm a terrible mechanic. I'm kidding.
We got like a mile down the road, and we were impeding traffic with this like axle strapped up like this, and a sheriff rolls up behind us.
Yeah, the sheriff was like, this is unsafe, guys. You have kids. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And we're like,
trying to limp along. We thought it'd be okay. And then she's like, no. We're like, yeah, you're right. So now we were super, super close to like a really nice boondocking area right on a river. And she escorted us over to this like
police
area.
escort.
Police
so you know
escort.
You're cool.
Yeah, it was super cool. So we're gonna be here until we can get the axle replaced. We don't know how long that's gonna be. She even told us that if we need to stay here longer than 2 weeks, like let her know. She'll call the Forest Service for us and like give us the okay to like the all clear to stay longer. So
fun,
helping you out.
RV life.
Yeah.
Literally, I was like, yeah, let's do more like RV life videos. I didn't break my axle on purpose, guys. But look, these are probably all weekenders here. I just want to show them the river. So this is the Twin Lakes Dam. We're right at the bottom, so if the dam breaks, we'll be screwed. But look, how can you complain with this?
Oh, and to top it off, when Jesse was trying to fix the axle by himself on the side of the road, both of the kids were screaming and overtired, and I was like,
and then you started crying because you had like a little meltdown too.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm overstimulated. I was like, this is just nuts. And yeah, but we're all good now. We got to a spot. We're a nice riverfront property.
But we gotta get set up.
Gotta figure it out.
Can't complain, honestly.
RV life is never a dull moment.
24 hours later.
We lost the wheel bearing, damaged the whole axle or beam. There's different names for it. And now we're looking at options. Option number 1 is we're gonna call Lippert, talk to them, see if they can make an exception on our warranty because it for sure is out of warranty. Other option is find a local shop who can get axles, get it installed. But the issue we have is the fact that our trailer is here in a boondocking spot, and there's no shops in this area. So we either need to have a mobile guy come out to help me, or we need to have it towed to a shop, or I need to go buy a floor jack that can lift the axle. I have a scissor jack that works in the Jeep. I've changed tires with it on the trailer before, but I need two. And the bottle jack in the Ram, the end of it is just too tiny, and it's not gonna really sit on a tube nice, and it kind of sketches me out. Those are our options. We may look into upgrading to 6,000 pound axles because the bearings are much larger. And just with, I mean, I'm assuming we have extra weight on our camper. Having the larger bearings will really help. Are you gonna give mommy a big hug?
Look.
So, yes, our trailer broke down, but look where we are. We got beautiful colors, beautiful mountains. Like my wife just said, we're not necessarily mad. Yeah, we're gonna have to spend money.
I mean,
It could be worse. We could break down in the middle of the desert. It could be like 500 degrees out.
we could have been really, really far from the nearest boondocking spot, and we were not. We got lucky.
Yeah, we got a freaking police escort, y'all.
We-
So our game plan for this week is to try and call a bunch of shops, figure everything out, enjoy the area. I mean, we're right by Twin Lakes here. We're literally camped on a stream. Buddy's a little sad. And get the trailer fixed, and we'll head south when we can. My only concern, babe, is that this week is supposed to get to about 30 degrees this week, so, and rainy and cold. We could get some snow.
we might.
That would be kind of fun. Go catch her.
First.
I want baby.
Okay, go.
I want baby.
Go get her the baby stick. Go, go, go.